Hi friends, it's your favorite pre-kindergarten teacher, Miss Thomas. How are you doing today? You are doing good today? Fantastic. Well, I'm doing pretty cool today myself. Well, I'm back with you again today to do a pre-kindergarten reading lesson. I have my friend Pete the cat that's here with us today because he wants to learn what we are learning. And plus, he matches my blue shirt I have on today. Well, he's going to join us singing our song, The More We Get Together. Do you remember it? You do? Fantastic. Well, make sure you have your friends' names on who you want to put in our song when we get to that part. Okay, let's clear our throats. Let's get ready to sing our song. Are you ready, Pete? I think Pete is ready. All right, here we go, friends. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. Your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Because Pete and Monica, Jerica and Erica, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. All right, Miss Thomas sung it first. I put my friends in. This time I want you to put some friends in. So when I sing my friends' names, I want you to sing your friends' names. Are you ready to do it? You are? Cool beans. Okay, Pete. Our friends are ready at home. You ready, friends? Let's go. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. Your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Because Cindy and Kennedy, Bianca and Misty, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. I hope you was able to put your friends in the song. You were? Well, cool. All right, Pete. Pete is ready to learn what our objectives are for our pre-kindergarten reading lessons. Okay, Pete. I'm going to sit Pete right here. Hopefully he'll sit up by himself. And then, but look like he doesn't want to sit up. I'll hold him here for right now. And we are going to look at our objectives, okay? Well, our objectives say we are going to review our letters and sounds. Our letters and sounds. We always have to go over them because we need to know our letters and we need to know how they sound in order for us to read. And then guess what we're going to do? We're going to finish up our sound sorting lesson that we did the last time we was together. This is the last time we're going to do our sound sorting, so we're going to really have fun with it this time. Okay, friends? Our letters and sounds. We're going to review in our sound sort lesson. Okay, Pete. I'm going to sit Pete right there. Hopefully, Pete doesn't want to sit up, so I'm going to sit Pete right here. He's just going to have to hold on. Well, you know what? We're going to lay Pete down. So let's jump right onto our letters and our sounds. And we're going to do our gestures, okay? Here we go, friends. Our letter is A. The sound for A and the gesture is ah. Awesome. Letter A. Our next letter is letter B. The sound and the gesture, B. For the letter B. All right, our next letter. Letter C. The sound for letter C and the gesture is k, k, like you have the hammer and you're hitting on the nail. For letter C. Moving on. Our next letter. Letter D. The sound for D is, and the gesture, D. Good. Okay, our next letter. Letter E. And the sound and the gesture for letter E is eh. Yes, letter E. All right. Our next letter is F. Good. The sound and the gesture for letter F is awesome. Letter F. Okay. Our next letter I does not come after that. Oh my goodness. Well, we're going to keep on going. Our next letter is letter I. The sound for letter I is like an itchy sound. It says, I thought I put all my letters in order, but guess what? It's okay. Because we're still going to go over all our letters and sounds. Letter what, friends? I. Okay. Our next letter is letter J. Good. The sound and the gesture for letter J is J. What letter, friends? Letter J. All right. Another letter. Letter K. Like we're going to do a karate chop. Letter K is K. Yes. One more time. K. Awesome. Okay. Our next letter is letter L. Good. The sound and the gesture for letter L is what letter? Letter L. Okay. Our next letter, Miss Thomas' favorite letter. Letter M. And the sound for M is Good. Okay, our next letter. Letter N. The sound and gesture says Letter N. Okay. Our next letter, my favorite sound, because I get to sing like an opera singer. Letter O. Ah. And I cut it off. Yes, I love that letter sound. Letter O. Okay. The next letter. Letter P. Let's get our pinchers and we're going to pop that popcorn. P, p, p. Letter P. Okay. Our next letter. Letter Q. Good. The sound and the gesture for letter Q is qu, qu. Good. What letter name, friends? Yes, letter Q. All right, let's keep going. Our next letter. Letter R. Good. Letter R says R. Make sure you poke those lips out at Miss Thomas. R. Good. What's his letter name? Letter R. Okay. Our next letter. Letter S. Yes, letter S. The sound for letter S is air is going out of the tire for the letter S. Yes. Okay, our next letter. Letter T. All right, let's get our drumsticks. Like we're going to tap on the cymbals of the drum. T, 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 t. Yes, that's how it sounds for the letter T. All right. My next letter. Letter U. The sound and the gesture for letter U is like your stomach hurts. Letter what? Letter U. Okay, friends, let's go to the next one. My next letter is letter W. Yes, let's get our windshield wiper. W, w, w. Yes, for letter W. Okay, our next one, friends, is letter Y. All right, friends, we're going to pull that letter Y like we're pulling something. We're going to yank it. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. What letter, friends? Letter Y. Okay. Our next letter. Letter Z. Yes, letter Z. Z, we got the B, and he's making that buzzing sound. Bzzz. Letter Z. Yep, see, some of our letters were not in order, but it's okay. Our next letter is letter H. Yes, the sound and the gesture for letter H is what letter, friends? H. Amazing. Next letter. Letter G. Yes, get a glass of water and we're going to drink it down. G, g, g. Good. What is his name, friends? Letter G. Good job. Good thinking. Okay. Our next letter. Letter V. Good. We're going to get the motorcycle handles and we're going to rev it up. Good. And what is the letter name? Letter V. Yay, letter V. Okay. Our next letter, letter X. Yes, we're going to put some X's up and we're going to make the gesture, and the sound for letter X is X. One more time. X. Good. Now, what is his name, friends? X. Yes, letter X. All right. And now we're back to letter A. Good, saying all your letters, all of your gestures. Give yourselves a big hand clap. We did all our letters and we reviewed them because we've been doing our letters and sounds for some time now, but it's okay. We're going to keep on doing them till we know them by just looking at them. All right, let's put our letters back here in the back and we're going to jump right on into our lesson. So let's take our objectives, put them down on the floor. There's Pete. Pete wouldn't sit up, so we're going to leave Pete laying down. Let's put up our chart stand. And let's get on to what we were doing the last time we were together. We were doing sound sort, which means we were listening for the letter sound. Was the letter sound in the beginning of the word, or was the letter sound at the end of the word? Well, the last time we were together, we was on a green card with the letter B. We was on a green card with the letter B. And the letter B says B, B. We started with one card, which was a butterfly. Yes, friends, the last time we was together, we stopped with the butterfly. So I was asking you, do you hear the B, B in the beginning of the word? Or do you hear it at the end of the word? Do you hear it at the beginning of the word? Or do you hear it at the end of the word? And when we left off, you told me it was at the beginning of the word. Butterfly. Awesome. All right, let's stick it up here. And let's keep going with our sound sort. Do we hear it at the beginning of the word? Or do we hear it at the end of the word? So there we go. Scoot it up just a little bit so we can hear it, see it just a little bit. So we have our butterfly, and you told me it was at the beginning. All right, let's get another one. All right, here is a picture of a bone. Who likes eating bones? A dog. You got it. Dogs like eating a bone. Bone. Do you hear that beginning sound? Bone. So do you hear bone at the beginning of a word? Or do you hear the B sound at the end of the word? Bone. All right, so let's put our bone up here on our chart. Okay. So now I want to know, do you hear bone, the B sound? Do you hear it? Do you hear it at the beginning of the word? Or do you hear it at the end of the word? Bone. Here's my thinking face. I think I hear it at the beginning of the word. So where should I put the little red chip? So do I put the red chip at the beginning of the word? Or do I put the red chip at the end of the word? Well, you told me you hear bone. You hear the letter B, at the beginning of the word. That's where you told me you hear it at. All right, let's get another picture. Look closely at that picture. Yes, that's a picture of a web. If you said spider web, it's okay, but we want to give it just one word. Web. 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 Oh my goodness. Where do you hear the sound? We need to sort it out. Do we sort it out? Is the sound at the beginning of the word? Or is it at the end of the word for web? Web. Uh-oh, I think I hear it. I hope you hear it too. Web. Web. Good. So do you hear the web at the beginning? Or do you hear the web at the end of the word or the back of the word? Okay. I think I'm with you. I think I hear the sound b, b at the end of the word. So I'm going to put the red chip at the end of the word because that's where I hear b, b. I hear it at the end of the word. All right, we're just warming up our brain on this one. All right, let's look at another one. What do you think that is, friends? That's a picture of a crab. A crab. If you didn't know it was a crab, it's okay. Miss Thomas told you what it is. It's a crab. Crab. I'm thinking. I'm listening. Crab. Crab. Oh, I hope you figured it out. I figured it out. I was listening. I was sorting out that sound. Do I hear the b, b? Do I hear it at the beginning of the word? Or do I hear it at the end of the word? I think I hear it at the end of the word. Yeah, so we're going to put the red chip at the beginning or we're going to put it at the end. Good, thank you. We're going to put it at the end of the word because I hear the b, b at the end of the word crab. All right, let's get a little bit closer. Let's take a closer look at all of our letter sounds or the sounds we sorted out. Okay, so we have letter B, b, b. Our first picture was butterfly, b, b, butterfly. I heard it at the beginning of the word butterfly. Our next picture is a bone. Yes, b, b, bone. You told me we hear that at the beginning of the word. The next picture is a web. Web. We hear the B sound at the end of web. And then our last picture or our last word, crab. We heard the B at the end of the word crab. Wow, this was a good warm-up to warm your brain up to be thinking about the sounds you hear. Do you hear it at the beginning or do you hear it at the end? Okay, friends, let's do another one. You ready? Oh, yes. All right, let's do a blue card. Yes, let's do a blue card. So we're going to figure out what is the sound we are going to be listening for the blue on the blue card. Can you take a guess on what sound we may be listening for? What sound do you think we may be listening for? I'll give you a hint. It goes like this. Here's the sound it says. Duh, duh. What sound do you think says, or what letter do you think the sound belongs to? Duh, duh. Give you some thinking time. Some friends may already know it. I think I know it. Duh, duh. I think I know it. It's the letter D. Yes, it's the letter D. D says duh, duh. Yes, letter D says duh. So now, are we listening for the D sound at the beginning of the word? And we're listening to see if it's at the end of the word. So let's put our D sound up here. All right, we have it up there, friends. Yes, there's our letter D. Sorry you can't see it that good, but I'm going to always put the picture up close. So now we're listening for the D sound? Is it at the beginning or is it at the end? Okay, let's look at this picture here. What do you think that picture is? Yes, it's a dog. Yes, dog. Let's think. Dog. Good, I'm glad you're saying that word with me. Dog. Now, what sound do you hear? Can you say that with Miss Thomas? Now, let's say the picture word. Dog. Good. All right, let's put our dog on our card. Now we're listening for if we hear it in the beginning or do we hear it at the end? Do we hear it at the beginning of the word dog? Or do we hear it at the end of dog? All right. So tell me where we're going to put the red chip at. We're going to put it at the beginning or we're going to put it at the end? You got it, friends. We're going to put the red chip at the beginning because that's where we see dog. Yes, dog. Yeah, you got it. All right, let's go to another one. Got a color here. What color do you think that is? Yes, that is the color red. I even have red on my shirt. Yes, that's the color red. So we're not listening for r. We're still listening for d. So do we hear that d at the beginning of the word red? Or do we hear it at the end of the word red? Red. I think I have an idea. I hope you have an idea of where you hear that letter sound. All right, so let's put red on our card here. So now let's start thinking, where will we put the red chip? Will we put the red chip at the beginning of the word? Or will we put the red chip at the end of the word? Miss Thomas gave you a hint. Red. At the beginning, we go where? Yes, we put the red chip at the end of the word because that's where I hear the sound d. I hear red at the end of the sound. Okay, let's do another one. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Look at her. Or maybe she's laying down. I think maybe she's laying down. Yeah, she's laying down. Look at her, friends. That's a picture of a what? Yes, that's a picture of a doll. A picture of a doll. Doll. We're listening for that letter sound. D. Where do you hear the sound for doll? Doll. I'm thinking too. I think I know where I hear the sound for doll. Do I hear d at the beginning? Or do I hear d at the end? At the end? No, I hear a Remember, I'm looking for d letter D sound. So I believe wholeheartedly that I believe the D sound is at the beginning of the word. All right. So you're going to tell me where to put the red chip at? Yes, I put the red chip at the beginning of the word for doll because that's where I hear the sound. D. I hear it at the beginning of the word doll. All right, let's see what else we got. Okay. We have a picture of a, yes, we have a picture of a hand. Hand. I'm listening for that sound. I'm thinking, where do I hear for the letter D sound? D. Say that sound to yourself. D. Or say the word now. Hand. 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 Do I hear it at the beginning Nope, I don't hear d at the beginning. Do I hear hand at the end? Hand. Hand. Yes, I hear it at the end of the word hand, or the end of the picture, hand. So tell me, where should I put the red chip? Do I put the red chip at the beginning? No way, Miss Thomas. Or do I put the chip at the end? Yes, I put the chip at the end of the word hand, because that's where I hear the ending sound for hand, that letter D sound. All right, let's put it a little closer so we can see all our answers that we did together. Okay, we worked on letter D. D. Okay, our first picture was a dog. You told me we hear d at the beginning of the word, and you are right. Then we had the picture red. Red. You told me it's at the end of the word. That sound d is at the end of the word. Next picture we have is a doll. You told me we hear it at the beginning of the word for doll. Doll, you're right. And then we had a picture of a hand. A hand. Then you said we put the red chip at the end because that's where we hear the sound for d. Man, I really like your thinking, and I like that you are listening really, really good. All right, let's see if we have time for one more. I think we do. All right, let's see. We're going to pull out the red card again. Let's pull out the red card. We probably have time for just one or two, and then we're going to be the end of sound sort. So let's see what letter we are looking for the red card. Okay? We are looking or listening for the t. We got those drumsticks and we're tapping t. Okay. For letter T sound. Yes, we're listening for the letter T sound. The letter T sound. Okay, let's see what bug do. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see what card we have here. All right, let's look at this one. We have a picture of a table. Yes, we have a picture of a table. Table. Where do you hear the sound for table? Table. So let's put our table right in the front. Let's put our table right there. So you're going to tell me, where do you hear the beginning sound for table? Where should I put the red chip? Do I put it at the beginning for table? Or do I put it at the end? Table. No, I don't hear it at the end. So if I don't hear it at the end, I hear it at the where? Yes, I hear table for at the beginning. Friends, I think our time is almost up. I think we've done so much sound sorting. It was amazing. So we finished with letter T. The sound for T is t. We did one picture for table, and you told me that you hear the sound at the beginning of table. Okay, my friend Pete, he wants to come back and say bye to all of us. Well, friends, we had a great time doing all kinds of sound sort. That's all the time we have. I want you to make sure that you are listening for the sounds. Do you hear the sound at the beginning? Or do you hear it at the end? Until then, friends, keep saying all your letters and sounds and have someone at home to help you. Me and Pete say goodbye, friends. See you next time.